smidgen faster in the 400 free and really created an uncomfortable situation for Fina?
No, I didn't. I honestly didn't know if that was the fast time or not until somebody told me that it was the American record and a tenth off the world record. But I wasn't aiming for any records or anything at this meet. It's just about getting up and going fast and getting as many points as I could for the team.
Were you pleasantly surprised by that, how that unfurled that race, or how you felt?
I guess I wasn't surprised. I felt really good in training. I've had the best September I think I've ever had, and I kind of got back into it pretty early in August, which was a little earlier than I have in the past. So I felt like I'm a little ahead of where I usually am at this point in the season, but at the same time I haven't really done a lot of pure racing in practice since getting back into it. So that was kind of what it was all about this weekend, getting up and racing and getting that first meet down and just seeing what I could do short course meters, I guess. It's kind of my first real short course meters meet. I'd done dual in the pool in Scotland in 2014, but I had a really bad sinus infection, so I think I went like 402 or 403 in the 400 at that meet, so I knew I would go a couple best times this weekend, which is fun.
This pool must suit you in the middle of training off of like 17 months ago. You came here and set a world record before. You almost did that again today.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have a history of swimming pretty well in season, whether it's January, May, September, I guess it's October now. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what month it is. I just, again, try to race, and if I'm feeling really good with where I'm at in training, I usually come into meets with a lot of confidence and feeling good, and it's just great to race feeling myself again. I think also coming off of Worlds, this being the first meet since then, it just felt really good to race healthy, happy, and really feel like I'm making some good steps already this fall.
A new series like this, I mean, it's hard to come in with expectations, but how do you feel now, that the first meet is over, how everything went, and balancing with what your expectations might have been?
Yeah, I think it went about as well as it could have gone. I mean, I don't think there were any glitches or anything really outstanding that stood out as something that went wrong. I think the meet flowed really smoothly. There weren't any delays or anything. I think the biggest thing we all had to get used to was how quickly the meet ran, which was awesome, and things were on schedule, and the lights, the music, all of it really made for a great environment. So as an athlete, you can't really ask for anything more.
You're one of the faces of the sport. Obviously, you think it's kind of petty by Fina not to recognize a record set in a meet like this. Or are you indifferent to that?
I didn't even know that was true. I don't know if that is true. I mean, I think all time should count if we're following all the rules, which we are. We're still following everything in terms of suits and doping control, and all those little things are all the same, and they've gone to the measures to make sure that they're doing all those things right. So yeah, I think all time should count. It's the way it should be.
Hey, this isn't happening in a vacuum. It's happening after a summer where the women's national soccer team really asserted its, demands for equal equity. We have the Fair Pay for Play Act that's just been passed. It just feels as if through maybe sheer happenstance, this league is riding part of that wave of athletes asserting their worth. Can that be helpful, or is it something different? I mean, how does this fit into that bigger picture, do you think?
Yeah, I think, this has come together very quickly over the last year or so, but I think it's really been building towards this moment. I think the vision has been there for a while. I'm sure Constantine and all the other ISL leaders kind of had this idea a couple years ago, I'm sure, more than just the past year, and athletes have continually over the last couple decades probably have have voiced how they've wanted some changes in professional swimming, and it takes a couple steps. It takes some minor changes to get to somewhere big, and I think we're finally at somewhere pretty big, and I think it's going to continue to get tweaked and everything, but I think we're at a point where professional swimmers are really benefiting from the changes that the ISL has created, really from top to bottom, both the top athletes. Obviously, a lot of the top athletes are here, and then also kind of those athletes that are just getting that first international experience, or maybe they just graduated from college here in the U.S. and they're trying to decide whether they're going to continue to swim or not. This league really provides the financial opportunities and resources to make that happen, which is extremely encouraging, extremely exciting for swimming in the U.S. and around the world, that we're going to have those opportunities for many years to come.
Thanks, Katie.